Omnipotence and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. One chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Okay, so days ago, we started getting announcements and we started getting news in regards relating to Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Volume 1. Now, y'all know Boruto is the only manga I read. Well, it's one of the only manga I read on a one single hand I can count. But it's the only manga I own. And in terms of Naruto Next Generations, my volume collection starts from, I think, Volume 5, because I done seen the Naruto movie, read the Naruto movie, watched the Naruto movie, damn near lived the Naruto movie. Physical copy, one of these days when I'm done with my collection, I might go back and buy volumes 1 through 4. But my collection starts at 5. I have like 5 through 11 right now. I'm weird, so I like actually putting things to use. So I'm not gonna buy volumes 12, 13, 14 plus until I finish reading. And right now, currently, I'm on volume 7. And I already read the manga, but like in terms of physical copies, I think I'm on volume, I don't even know what book is that right there. And I'm in a position, I can't even see, I think that's volume 5 or 6 I'm reading, probably, because I was like, I'm gonna reread it while Boruto anime was on break, and I'm gonna rewatch it. So I'm gonna do the reread first in physical copy format all the way up into 2 Blue Vortex, and then I'm gonna start rewatching anime. Long story short, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Volume 1 official news. Now, it's been a few days, like I said at the start of the video. Literally just the other day, I guess we started getting more solidified and down-to-earth translations. I wanted to give y'all the announcement the day I dropped my last video, but when that announcement dropped, it was too many speculations about waiting for more proper translations to come out, or waiting for further context in terms of the dialogue to come out so we can better understand the reading. So I didn't want to I didn't want to put something out where I'm going to be reading it. It's not like it's necessarily like a spoiler for a chapter where it's fun to theorize ideas and possibly allude to something that could be. But in terms of news regarding something such as like sales, or in general the series and the serialization of Boruto, I want to be as pinpoint as possible. So I wanted to wait until we get any further basically evidence to say like, okay, if this was wrong or if it wasn't wrong. But for the most part, everything has been the same over the timeline for the last few days. So I'm going to look at some raw scans, a couple of pictures that supposedly would be on the volume. When I get my actual volume for 2 Blue Vortex, and I'm not even going to lie, I might, because I'm going to buy Naruto Next Generations volume 12 and 13. Those are my next cops. So I might just add TBV volume 1 into that buy and just keep that on the shelf until I'm ready to get to it. But I'm going to show it to y'all just so I can look at the differences, because I know they kind of changed the what's the name? They kind of changed the color scheme of the dynamics between the two series. But Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Volume 1, we got some code scans, obviously shots of throughout the first 4 chapters. The iconic Boruto picture that took the internet by storm when he first dropped. We got him slicing up the Kagurans, walking up with that Uzuhiko, firing up that, you already know, my motherfucking flying Raijin. Boruto out here looking cold on his Model S vibes. So, fire pages. We got some more over here. We see the group, we see Amato, we see Shikamaru, of course, Big Dogs, Naruto, Sasuke. We see the siblings, Ada, Code in them, my nigga Momoshiki, Kawaki, Bum-Ass, Sumire, Saura, the Big Uchiha vibes. Oh, you know what I'm saying? My guy Shikadai, Mitsuki, always and forever, Himawari, you feel me? And some real interesting things starts to go down, right? So we got a colorless scheme of Volume 1. Basically, this is what Volume 1 looks like. We already seen the picture, like I said. The original picture, first drop, took the internet by storm. So this is what Volume 1 will look like. Colorless scheme, drawn by Ikimoto. And then we have 2 important pictures. So right over here with this Boruto picture, we're going to talk about what it says here in the top of, supposedly the top right corner would be the text left, and then we're going to be going all the way down. So just to start it off, big text on the left: the Will of Fire has transmitted. What is the fate of Boruto the betrayer? Fuck with that name, crazy. Don't miss the surprising part 2. Top text: Boruto returns to the village when it is in a crisis. He uses his father and master's techniques. What are you talking about? Big Uzumaki and Namikaze vibes. What are you talking about? To face adversaries. adversities. Before Code attacked Konoha, Boruto, who was pursued as an assassin of the Hokage and has fled the village, has now returned again. He will confront Code, beat the brakes off of Code, and then let Code astray. I'm playing, don't say that. But who pressured him 3 years ago? He will confront Code, who pressured him 3 years ago. Middle text. A Kenjutsu sword technique inherited from his master Sal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That like this. Hey, bottom text. Even the special techniques of his grandfather Minato? It was like they gassing him up. Like, damn, this nigga, even they know, like, this. Are we making a video game character? Like, fuck is you niggas talking about, right? So before we get the thing I want to talk about the most, which is obviously why I probably clicked on the video, Big EIDA, you know, so Big Otsutsuki vibe. So I'm talking to the niggas who was here when Black Uchiha had under 100 subscribers. They finally brought my nigga Tutu Shiki on the scene. They got my guy Tutu Shiki on the... If you don't know who Tutu Shiki is, scurry the ends of the earth until you do your research. You feel me? Tutu Shiki is the OG of all OGs. The original progenitor of the Jogan Eye. You feel me? Tutu Shiki. We got some information on my guy Tutu. Before we get to Tutu though, we going to look at Ikimoto's comments on the back of Volume 1. We got little Chibi Boruto right here. The Karma Scar. We got the sword. His clothes over there on the floor. He's out here getting dressed and stuff like that. Fire. So just looking at the backs, welcome to the world of the O block, Blue Vortex. Original story and supervision by Masashi Kishimoto, manga by Mikio Ikimoto. Fire. All right, Ikio Mikimoto. Oh, what the fuck? Mikio Ikimoto, you feel me? Author comments on the volume. So the final chapter has finally arrived, and we are now diving headfirst into the youth arc. So what the fuck is the youth arc? Is it the arc we're in right now, or was it the arc that ended off Naruto Next Generations? Great question. The subtitle to Blue Vortex has been shortened to TB, you know what I'm saying? Big O, Big TB, and we're starting off where we left in Volume 1. Okay, so he's talking about pursuing Volume 2, meaning Chapter 7 and beyond. So basically, we not finna die down. We finna pick up Sage Moon Mitsuki versus Boruto. We finna give y'all the sauce. What the fuck is you talking about? That's literally what he just said. Volume 1. Some may say, oh, there's a Volume 1 now? Nani? You know what I'm saying? Let me take a look. But if you're one of those who exclaim, wait a minute, is this the continuation of Naruto Next Generations Volume 1? I'm sorry to say that it's not. Basically, it's not the same manga. Two different mangas. Yeah, nigga, fuck you talking about? I made a sequel to a sequel. Like, you say, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, big Ikimoto vibes. So he said it's not the continuation. Nope. I'm sorry to say that it's not. The main story continues from Naruto Next Generation. You feel me? But it's not the same story. You know what I'm saying? The so-called youth arc. So I think he's referring to the youth arc. Oh, Naruto Part 1. Naruto Next Generations Part 1. I should just say Boruto Part 1. I'm making it confusing for y'all. But Boruto Part 1, so the whole overarching theme, I guess, you know, you got arcs and then you got sagas or sub-arcs. So I guess the entire saga is the youth arc. The youth saga is just about Boruto, Sakura, Team 7, and them growing up, how they, you know what I'm saying, went through some real crazy stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, on my rewatch of Shippuden, it's like I'm comparing things. Obviously, can't help from Boruto era to Naruto era. I'm like, low key, Eric. Like it's problems come one way or another. Long story short, you just got to figure out a way to fix it. You feel me? That's all I can say, man. It's not about who went through what or who went through more, right? But I'm sorry to say that it's not the youth art. Those of you who are unfamiliar with it, feel free to check it out, or better yet, just enjoy the ride while imagining past events. Okay, so I did see a tweet on Twitter while niggas was making fun of Ikimoto. It was saying, like, Ikimoto literally said don't read part. I guess this is what they were referring to. Haha, funny joke. Yeah, so those of you who are unfamiliar with it, feel free to check it out. Check out Naruto Part 1, Next Generations Part 1, I mean. Or better yet, just enjoy the ride while imagining past events. But once you start reading, you might find yourself more curious about what happens next than what has happened before. Brace yourself what's to come. I feel like that's a key on, that's a nod to the fact that we got this Otsutsuki god up here in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And things are about to start getting gritty. So let's talk about it, right? We got this script right here, right? Where we see EIDA in the top left corner. As for the translations for the rest of the text on the whole page, I'm pretty sure I've seen some scurrying around the internet, but prior to this video, I wasn't able to find exact translations for the latter. So if you do have them, you can feel free to comment below. But as for the excerpt next to EIDA, that's what we're going to be focusing and ending the video on. So EIDA, you know what I'm saying? Big EIDA vibes, big Kami Otsutsuki vibes. It starts off, you know what I'm saying? Let's take a trip down memory lane for the events of Road to Part 1. Okay, 2 Blue Vortex, the divine magic of omnipotence, and the fate-altering reversal. That's crazy. The divine magic that dwells inside Aiden. Kami Otsutsuki, better known as Shibai Otsutsuki, used to be a god in a world that no longer exists. What are you talking about? Like, come on, bro. It is said that he used this technique to create the current world and its infinite possibilities. Possibilities included the fact that Naruto was finna step on you niggas' toes and pave the way to one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, roles of shinobis being in Boruto Uzumaki. What are you talking about? Big Uzumaki vibes, right? It is the ultimate power to materialize any thought. You know what I'm saying? Naruto sat there and thought pain. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna talk to you, nigga. Obito, nigga, let's talk. And people was wondering why talking no jutsu was so powerful, bro. The Shiki gave this world ultimate possibilities, and not only did he give a world ultimate possibilities, he placed the OG thug like Naruto to bend and shape and mold it until the perfect time came for where his son could really control it. You feel me? Bars. But this power can only be wielded by Shiki, aka Kami Otsutsuki himself, making it a power beyond control for Ada. You know what I'm saying? Current Ada, she on some small time shit, you know, enchantment. Everybody's in love with her. She not thinking big. You feel me? Ada's current ability is limited to manifesting only her untapped desires into reality without any conscious control over it. So they gave us a little rundown on Ada's ability and the history behind it. Basically saying Shiki, my guy Kami Otsutsuki, right? He had this power. He exists in a world that no longer exists. So now, was this dude in an intergalactic? It's crazy. I'm talking about Naruto world, and I'm talking intergalactic, right? Was he in an intergalactic battle to the point where his world no longer existed? His world got destroyed. And as a last-ditch effort, which is why his body was discarded, he used the last abilities he can with omnipotence to create the world and give it infinite possibilities. One of those possibilities being that will eventually lead back to the rebirth of this nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I just broke that shit down just now. And we're gonna have to do a video on that. I think we're getting somewhere. I think the pot is definitely hot. So Ada's ability definitely got doubled down on. Very interesting. Her Senrigan Eye is a little lit. Now, if they writing it away for this guy, I don't know, Kami Otsutsuki, Shibai Otsutsuki, the Otsutsuki god, or my nigga Big Shiki Otsutsuki to come back, and he's been manipulating the world to the point where he made a world with infinite possibilities for the sole reason that someone in this world of infinite possibilities will create or manifest a possibility that ultimately brings Shibai back into our world. Bro, it's gonna be crazy, bro. I'm gonna break this down for y'all, bro. It's gonna be wild. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Volume 1 is out. Chapter 7 coming out soon, later on this month. Stay tuned. It's your boy, Black Uchiha, man. I'm just lit off of this, so I just thought about it. It's your boy. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out, yes, sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the wristlet. She said